All right, everybody, we're back. Had to make a quick run to get us some refreshments real quick. And you know, we're now back. We're taking a look at we're looking in on this game with Tdavis versus Havoc.
Yes.
Right now, Tdavis is on offense. 49ers. You see, he has what do you call it? Kaepernick in his quarterback. And Havoc is on defense.
I was wondering why Tdavis put Kaepernick in there. I guess that's to each his own, as far as like, you know, when you know, in the league they pick their player, who they want to start and things like that. Does it really make a difference? I mean, to them, I guess.
I think, if I'm not mistaken, I got to see what playbook I think this guy is in. If he's in a playbook with quarterback wrap, which is like a lot of guys are running this Panthers playbook and running that offense,
right?
That would be a reason that he would have Kaepernick in there because of their speed. Even though Alex Smith is an overall better quarterback,
right.
Kaepernick, whatever, however you pronounce his name, is the better Madden player.
So he's basically a scrambler.
That's correct.
Okay.
Because you know when we're playing at these events, if you have a hot blitz that's coming,
right?
I don't care how good my quarterback is. I can't be in a situation where I'm stuck. You know, if you blitz me,
exactly.
You know, I have to have another way out. So if you blitz me and I can't get into any of my reads, I got to be able to take off with my feet. So that's where we're at with that.
I understand.
Yes, so let's see. And again, this what you're seeing right here. And I know a lot of the guys who are actually looking at this, they already have experience playing Madden. I don't know if you have actually live event experience playing Madden, but what you're seeing here, the way the screen keeps popping up and down, this is what you gain when you come to an actual event where you practice in person, playing head-to-head. You have to make adjustments quick. You don't get to see what adjustments you're making as far as checking them with the hot routes and all of that stuff, or being able to pull up your play art. You have to know this stuff like the back of your hand.
Exactly.
So, you know, I know a lot of guys, a lot of so-called, I'm not even going to mention the differences between sim and freestyle players. I know a lot of people like to say that guys only have a 3 or 4 play graph for their offense. Okay, that's true, but at the same time, can you take your offense to the field without looking at the play art? You know, if you want to complain about someone having 3 plays, can you run your offense without having to check play art? These guys can't check play art in a live event because you don't want to show your defense what you're doing. And again, right there, we see the pressure coming in from the Eagles defense. If you have Alex Smith in there, that's an automatic sack. He has Kaepernick in there, who actually still took a sack, but at the same time, you have a way to actually get out. You know, so we're going to see, right now we're seeing good pressure coming from Havoc. Let's see, 1, 2, 3, he has what's that, a 4-man front that he's showing?
It's a 4-man front.
Looks like some type of 4-3 over or something like that.
But Kendrick's coming in hot. Looks like he's looking for a blitz. Takes a snap. Kaepernick stays in the pocket.
Okay. So, you know, it's another thing. If you want to prepare to play in a live event, all right, the main thing that you need to take a look at is making sure you can handle some of the simple or the basic things that guys do when they play in these events. All right, stop your drags, stop your slants across the middle of the field. These are like necessary. Like you can't.
That's like basic.
It's like I'm gonna play today, but I don't got my shoulder pads. You ain't playing. Like, come on, man, you gotta be prepared for this. As we see right here, we see the halfback wheel route. What a lot of guys are doing, and this is, I hope you know huddles and try to go back to this again. It's a very fundamentally sound offensive play. You send it back out to the flat.
Yes.
You have the tight slot, run like either he'll run a streak or he'll run like a 15-yard inner side. You have Moss dragging underneath. You got 2 men coming across, which is normally called like a divide or a levels play, meaning if your defense comes down on either one of them, let's say your defense rotates to the 15-yard route, going in, right? That's going to free up the space underneath for that drag to come. If your defense comes up to play that drag, it's going to get that 15-yard out. That 15-yard in open. All right, if they play both of those well and that corner slides in, that's giving me the outside when I'm running. If you try to adjust outside to my running back, it's going to give me the quick throw to my receiver running the drag. So that's just great football.
Right.
Like I don't care what you say. Some people may say the play is glitchy. That is great. That's efficient football.
That's football. That's strategy you see on a regular, any given Sunday. no matter what you say, hands down, that's just great football. That's great technique. That's Philly Round breaking it down, you know, giving the gist on how it goes when it comes to this competitive Madden game. Let's talk about the no huddle. You see this consistently in these tournaments. Talk to the people about that. Why that's such an important thing and how to adjust to that as well.
Well, all right. The no huddle is that's a two-edged sword. All right. No huddle can work great for you on offense. You come out and play. The defense that you're playing against isn't prepared to actually deal with that. So you continue to keep doing it. Continue to run that play. How that can become a two-edged sword is because if that defense makes an adjustment while you're in your no huddle, you then may have to make another adjustment to a different play. So for me, an old school player, all right, and again, I want to preface that by saying old school player because I haven't played competitive Madden in a while. So I don't want to offend any of the competitive players right now in this generation of players.
It's not take it personal, guys out there, whoever's,
you guys. So when that defense makes that adjustment, if the offense has to come back and make an adjustment by way of audible, I'm now counting your audibles. You know, you have your one play that you just ran, and then you just hot route it, or you just audible to another play. So now I know what one of your audibles is. All right. So now I just have to keep in mind what you like to audible when you see that. And if I can start doing that, you only have 5 of them. So the quicker I can get you to expose your 5 audibles, I now lock you up. We're going to halfback wheel route again. You see what I'm saying? If you look at that, and we have no way of rewinding that, but what you saw right there was you saw the outside man, the corner, had to slide in because that flat was wide open. So as soon as that man comes inside, you just throw the ball right out there. You don't have to wait 10, 15 seconds, sit in the pocket, playmaker guys. No. The route is open, throw the damn route. I'm sorry, throw the route and just get that touchdown.
Just give it to him. It's basic.
Yeah.
Again, that's Philly Round. We're here live at Fort Lee, New Jersey at the first annual C4 Madden 13 tournament. I'm M squared. Right now, Vic is throwing the ball to Cox. It's intercepted.
Whew, that's another thing, man, with you guys. And that's great defense by Tdavis. All right. So let's make sure that we make mention of that. Tdavis stepped in there and made that pick. That wasn't a computer-generated pick. That was a user pick. But what I lost track because I'm trying to keep up with this game. Hold on, let's get back into the game, and I'll get back right into that.
First and 10 at the 40. Tdavis, Kaepernick under center. Looking.
Look at this.
Good pocket protection. Passes to Manningham.
And that's great, right? Great that you got a 15-yard gain, right? And that play might have taken, 20 seconds, right? You have a quarterback in there. You see that your opponent has everybody in zone defense. Take off. Take off. I understand it might not be sexy. It might not look as good. But take advantage of what the defense is giving. And what you also do by doing that is, if you show that you will run, you're going to force your opponent to say, I can't sit back in zone all day.
Gotta have to force him to make adjustments.
Him out of, he wants to sit back. He's comfortable sitting back. I don't want you being comfortable doing anything. So what we want to do is get our opponent out of that comfort zone, at all costs.
It's Philly Ron again breaking it down. This game is tight right now.
Yes, sir.
10-7. Tdavis is up. Third quarter, 2:48 left. Second and 8.
Okay, that's a halfback screen. Good read on defense by Havoc. Real good read. So he looks like he was set up for that. And the point that I was trying to make earlier is what a lot of guys got to understand is this. It seems like this generation of Madden players is stuck in shotgun type in spread formation.
I do notice that.
Nobody wants to get under center.
Yeah, you notice that a lot.
The player that gets under center is going to be unique. You want to stand out. Okay, again, it might not be sexy, but it's stuff like that is necessary. You want to set yourself apart from everybody else. You want to be unique. You don't want to say, hey, I played, in this case, Havoc or Tdavis, the second game of the tournament, and I'm able to stop 30 other players in because they're running the same type of offense. Somebody got to get under center and let's play some grown man football, man. You know, that's a run by Gore right there. Don't be afraid to pound that route. You know.
Exactly. You got to know how to hold on to that ball, know when to make the cuts, make the moves. Just play that fundamental football. That's something that we have to definitely incorporate into these younger players to play that old school, pound it down your throat type of football. Looks like Tdavis is
what is this?
48-yard line. Hands it off the ball. Cuts back in the middle.
Oh, that's beautiful.
Almost breaks the tackle.
Now, some of y'all might say, why he made a bad read, this or that. No. Okay, let's go into some coaching right here. All right. I'm not a great coach. I do have coaching experience. I've been coaching football since 2008. All right. What I teach my running backs is as soon as you get the ball, all right, when you approach the hole, you want to look cross pylon. What cross pylon is, let's say this player is going to go to the right, all right, as these guys are setting up hot route and playmaker before the play. This would go right. Once he hits that line of scrimmage, I want him to just turn his head backside to look cross pylon. That's going to give you your, like right now, if he looked backside, you know, he couldn't get there, but if he was a cut back there, he can go all the way across the grain. So we always tell guys to look cross pylon when they're running the ball. So hey, if it don't work for you on Madden, that's fine. You could take some of this information, take it to your little league field or whatever, and help those kids understand what they should be looking for when they're actually playing ball here.
Hey, so, Philly, not to cut you off, Philly Brown. I apologize about that. All this information, all these basics that you're giving about, just football and Madden in general. What's your Twitter so they can get at you?
Okay, my Twitter is, of course, the @ Philly, PHILLY _ Ron, RON. And I'm also on YouTube, of course. My YouTube channel is Philly, PHILLY RON, and the letter J behind it.
So that's it. If you want to get in contact with Philly Ron on Twitter, it's Philly _ Ron. If you want to check him out on YouTube as well, Philly Ron J.
Yes, sir. Oh, let me give a quick shout out to my YouTube partner, man. I'm with Yoush as well, Yoush Sports. They've made a lot of things possible for me with continuing on with this, man, because I thought I might have been out of the game as far as put Madden down. But, these guys partnered with me after the Madden Challenge that I covered with Virgin Gaming. And, I've had nothing but great experience. I've had nothing but a great experience with
he may take it to the house.
Use that block. Good job. He hit that sideline. So that's that good user skill, stuff that you pick up when you're playing head-to-head, stuff that you pick up when you're side-by-side with someone, because online there seems to be a little bit of lag. The controller doesn't work as tight as it does when you're playing face-to-face. So, look, that's a beautiful screen right there, man. I think this is the Carolina playbook. It is Panther heavy. Yes. And that lets you get that screen pass right behind the line of scrimmage. You get those lead blockers right in front of you. It should be, if he hits that corner, it's a wrap.
So you notice in the league, Philly Ron, that they use this Carolina package a lot.
Yeah, what I see is, and again, I haven't played as heavy. I've become a die-hard Ultimate Team fan. And a habit of mine right now is I'm putting so much into building my team up that I haven't been practicing as much. But what I've seen when playing online is guys are getting into this what I actually noticed was a lot of shotgun type with a lot of wheel routes. I said, okay, well, why are people doing that? Then I said, okay, it's a unique screen. Where is this coming from? And then just a little bit of research and seeing that it's coming from the Panther Heavy. Good Lord, look at that. So you see that? He motioned him inside. He bring Jackson in, right? He bring Jackson in from the left side of the field over to the right side of the field. He's using him as an extra blocker when he get out on that screen. And one rule whenever you're playing football is you never motion without a reason. Like there's a purpose of you using that motion. So when he's motioning them, he's using that specifically for the opportunity to get an extra block. And because Deshaun Jackson is so fast, for me, just looking at this on surface, that's going to let Jackson be able to get out there right away and be able to try to, just even if you get a chip, he's able to, get some yards out of it.
4th and 3 with a minute 40 left in the fourth quarter. It's 10-7.
And we just went tight formation to bunch formation, all right? So that motion right there just created that bunch look. And a lot of you guys, kind of like the basic of a bunch attack is you got your 3 receiver side, you got your one receiver on a solo. So in football we call that a 3-1, all right? So what you normally do is you always normally have a backside slant when you're running a bunch formation. You either have a go, you have a slant, and you have some type of combination of routes on your bunch side. So him motioning that, if he doesn't see you do anything, he knows exactly what he's going to. But if he see you adjust, what he might do, which I would think he would do, he probably has a bunch play in his audibles, so that he's going to check to if he see you do something. You won't be able to tell that he actually just audible because of that motion.
Fourth quarter with a minute 32 left. This has been a tight defensive game. Tdavis up 10-7 against Havoc.
Yes, sir.
What is going to happen in these next minute and a half? Who knows? But it looks like right now, Tdavis is under center.
There it is.
Got the real route coming.
And then you got that slant coming backside. So
what a hit.
It's efficient offense. It's simple to understand. The only problem is when you get out here on the field, it could be a pain in the behind to stop. I don't care if you know what's coming. Like I came up in the Game Time Philly league, or the Game Time Philly Brotherhood of Madden players, playing against Big Gene. And I remember
Big Gene. Wow, that's
years ago.
Wow, that's old school.
Years. There was a site called Madden Authority, right? And Madden Authority went to every Madden challenge and video recorded everything that people were doing. And they put it up in their so-called war room, right? And no shots at anybody in Madden Authority. They had a great job. They made me work harder when I was with MaddenTips.com or VG Sports because there was someone out there that we could compete against. It made me up my level when providing strategy. But I told Gene, I said, look, Gene, would you like to put something out officially instead of just having someone put that up? He said, man, I don't care if they know what I'm doing. You got to stop me.
That's it.
You see what I'm saying? So I could care less if you know what a good player says. I don't care if you know what I'm doing. Bottom line is, you got to face me and be able to stop.
You're hearing it from Philly Ron. He's telling you, hey, it doesn't matter if you see your play. You just got to stop me. And that comes with confidence. That comes with practice. That comes with playing online. That comes with competing against your friends and teammates.
That comes with you being unique. If you know that what you have, you actually developed. You don't care what anybody, because you know all the steps it took in that process to develop that play. So you know, okay, well, if I do this, or if he shows me this, this is the adjustment I got to come back with. If you're stuck with just, hey, this is the cookie cutter offense, and someone shows something different to you, then you will be upset if someone sees what you're doing, because you don't know how to adjust for it.
So it looks like right now, Vic gets sacked for a huge loss, second and 25 with 40 seconds left.
So he's going
Havoc has the ball.
Good
pass.
That's sweet.
Quick slant to Jackson.
He's thrown in the windows, so he's going to keep having to take chances like this to try to make a play right here, get in field goal position.
3rd and 9.
He's going to
takes his ball, throws it to Jackson, gets the first down.
That's smart football there, using the field, because again he doesn't have timeout, so he just take advantage of what the defense is giving him. So what we need to do here, and I don't think they can hear us. He needs to tackle him in bounds. He tackled him in bounds. This game is damn near over.
Pretty much. 23 seconds left.
Force him to have
First
to go
and 10.
for it instead of being able to try to settle up for a field goal.
Switching the play at the line.
This is nerves here. This is nerves. So from the motion, backside slant. You're going to have some type of combo route over here.
Got a bunch on the left.
He's moving him back because he doesn't like what he sees. So he's just checked back into his original play. Look for the slant. Here we go.
Takes Vic, gets a first down.
Get down. He got to
go
no
play.
Huddle. No huddle. No huddle. Spike the ball.
When you have an offense like
14 seconds.
Getting first downs, not only they
he has to spike the ball. He's going to call a timeout or burn a timeout.
He has no timeout.
He has no timeouts. 5 seconds left.
He lost
Vic
the
in the pocket.
Oh,
and he drops the pass with 2 seconds to go. Looks like he's going to have to kick the field goal.
Oh my
This game may go into overtime. And looks like it will.
Good job, good job. Whoa, whoa, what happened?
What happened?
How'd they stop? Oh, okay.
Oh, they're calling heads and tails
right now to see who's going to get it, heads and tails, because there can be glitches in the game.
What a game.
Tails wins. Who had tails? Havoc. So Havoc will receive the ball.
Havoc
will receive the ball in this overtime period. Again, guys, we're checking in on the game with Tdavis and Havoc.
Yes.
They've treated us to a great match.
Again,
we're here at Local Battles.
Yes.
In Fort Lee, New Jersey. It's a great crowd in here. Shouts out to Coach K on his first official tournament. Everything looks well. This is very organized. You guys are having a streamed event on someone's first tournament. That doesn't happen. That hasn't happened.
This is the first of its kind.
This is the first streamed event we've had. So shouts out to him. Shouts out to our Madden community for coming and supporting. Shout out to all of our tournament directors out there. The community is ready to support you guys. Get some events up. I'm saying that specifically for my good friend Bobby Storm. I'm saying that specifically for my good friend T-Boy. Let's get these things popping again. Because the community is out here, man.
The community is definitely out here. And we just hope, this event will be more of its kind in the near future.
Yes, sir.
Again, we're live in Fort Lee, New Jersey. Philly Ron, your man M Squared, intercepted by Culliver. What a play.
And I love them San Fran corners because the dudes is tall and they're very aggressive out there. They're very aggressive.
Speaking of San Francisco, going into real NFL, they have a big game tomorrow at home against the Giants. Philly Ron, real quick, what do you think about that game tomorrow?
I'm an Eagles fan, right?
Oh, I didn't know that.
So I think San Fran's going to walk all over them. But nah, are the Giants coming off of a bye? Did they have a bye last week?
No, actually, they played against the Browns last week.
Okay, so they played the Browns last week. I can see, my thing when you talk about the 49ers, you have to be physical with them. You have to be a physical style team to play. There's so much finesse in football right now that only a certain amount of teams that can actually play that. And you saw Minnesota take it to them physically. The Giants can take it to them physically. So, it really depends. It really depends. I can see it being a real tight game. It might be a 10-7 game or something like this. Who kicked that? That's San Fran.
Looks like Tdavis won that game.
Davis won that.
With the field goal in overtime.
Yes,
yeah. Waiting for the next
Okay.
Yes.
And
I'm going to get Tdavis
Eagles
over
versus
here.
49ers, which you may see often. But our question was to Tdavis, what was your comfort level? Were you comfortable enough in the game that you say, I see what he's doing, I'm not really worried, I can stay, I don't have to get out of my comfort zone? Talk to us a little bit about the strategy.
I pretty much knew everything he wanted to do. It's tough to stop. It's like most people right now they're running. So I had to just make some adjustments. He made a few mistakes, and I capitalized. Just try to play good defense, run the ball, play smart, try to get the win.
All right, and again, this is Philly Ron and M Square sitting down with Tdavis, who just took down Havoc in their main stage match, basically here at Local Battles, Compete Forever Madden tournament. And
so Tdavis, tell us where you're from.
I'm from Boston. Took the 4.5-hour car ride up with my dad this morning, try to get this money.
So you're feeling pretty confident about this tournament right now?
I mean, I feel like I'm one of the best players in the country. It's just like I got to get out to more tournaments, but it's tough,
Okay.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Right. I hear that. So when you say, like you said, you just feel like you got to get out to more tournaments. Talk to guys about the difference in playing at home and playing in a live event.
Well, I feel like I love playing like at a live event way better. I feel like online you can't see who your person's on defense, stuff like that. And offline it's more like it's crazy. Like people get loud, people get crazy. Like if you have a crew, they'd be behind you, backing you up. It's just so much more fun to be offline at a tournament than out at home playing online.
And talk about how not the nature, but the culture of this event. Like everybody's, a lot of people when they see the aggressive, you know, going back and forth, they don't understand that that's just a part of the game. As far as that's actually in football. So talk about the camaraderie that we actually have as a community that you've seen over the years.
I mean, it's great. Everyone walks in, we all dap each other up, like we're all cool, we all have a good time. Like we come out here to have fun too. Like we want to win, but we all have fun. We enjoy playing Madden, and it's just great to be out here.
And Tdavis, how long you been on the scene as far as competitive gaming with Madden?
My first tournament, I went to MLG Orlando in Madden 10. I didn't do too good. In Madden 11, I didn't really go out to tournaments. Last year, I went to the Harrisburg tournament, and we took down crew versus crew. My crew, COB. Okay. Shout out to Dietrich, Nick Jagger, K-Star, and I went to the Virgin Gaming Finals last year also. And, so yeah.
Again, we're live from Fort Lee, New Jersey, talking to Tdavis. She's had a victory over Havoc. Scored the winning field goal in overtime. As far as streaming competitive gaming, do you see this being the future?
I hope so. I think with Coach K, everything he's doing is great. I play in the Compete Forever leagues. They're a great time. Sign up for the leagues, and I hope he does more of these tournaments because it's great to get the community out here and have a good time.
Yeah, yeah. So, man, look, man, I'm just happy to be in the building. To be honest, this is a great event. What I want to ask you real quick is, what you said right now, the offense that he put against you is kind of like the flavor of the month, right? Yeah. Everybody seems to be running it. Let's talk about how that actually benefits you.
Well, I mean, it's because you see it all the time. So, like, you can lab up a defense for it. You try to expect, it's tough to stop, but you kind of expect what's coming so you can make adjustments as the game goes because most people I see online or offline, they're all running the same kind of stuff.
Yeah. Have you run into anybody who has given you a unique experience where you've had to say like, oh, no, this is something
I never seen that before.
Well, this is the first tournament I've been to for Madden 13, so I've only played 2 games so far today, and it's pretty much just been the same kind of stuff. So we'll see as it goes on.
Yeah. So the longer you're in it, the better chance that you have of probably running into something unique. Yeah. Real quick, I know I saw Nephew in the building. The only reason why I bring up Nephew is Nephew has always been one of the so-called unique offenses in Madden. Truth has also been that way. You know, a lot of guys from our old GTP crew, Gene and all them. So does that, when you sit down next to a player like that, because trust me, I know you're confident in your stuff. Does that bring, does something come in to that because of that, or do you say, oh, well, you know, he's just like everybody else?
Yeah, definitely. I mean, Nephew's one of the people I look up to when I play Madden. Like, you see him on Madden Nation, you see him winning all the Madden Challenges back in the days. And, like, yeah, you get a little nervous when you sit down next to Nephew, and he always does unique stuff. Like, I remember last year at Harrisburg, he was using the Texans. I think he was the only person there running with the Texans. I think today he's using the Giants. You won't see a lot of people using the Giants here today either. So definitely Nephew's one of the people that you look up to as a young Madden player, and you want to copy a game to be kind of like. So, yeah.
So, okay, again, we saw you take down Havoc. Great game. We look forward to you doing great things later on today.
Yeah, definitely.
Wish you well the rest of the way through, and I hope we get to sit down with you and talk about how you felt with your first tournament victory of the year. All right?
You.
All right, take care, my man.
Good luck, Tdavis. That was Tdavis we just spoke to. He just had his first victory in this tournament.